In Guam Rugby Union's three-page letter released on April 28th states, quote, World Rugby, like our union, prioritizes making the game as safe as possible. Because of this fact, rugby eligibility rules cannot allow the risk to players to be increased by allowing people who have the force and power advantages conferred by testosterone to play with and against those who do not, end quote. Guam Department of Education Superintendent Jon Fernandez appeared on KUAM's The Link on Thursday morning. He stated that GRU's letter to bar transgender females from participating in all high schools girls division is invalid.
That the failure to provide notice to us and to the players that these are the rules that they would like to follow, that meant that they couldn't, under our directive and as vendors, really, they're really vendors of the department. They aren't allowed to dismiss our directive, and they are required to allow participation for transgender females in girls rugby.
However, GRU says that they sent their laws and regulations for school year 2021 to 2022 to ISA in March. GRU runs the league for the Interscholastic Sports Association, which is under GDOE. Policies are set forth by ISA. KUAM News has learned that this past weekend, the transgender athlete, a part of Guam High School's rugby team, was sidelined. Fernandez said that GDOE is looking into the matter.
Well, what I understood was that the athlete in question did not participate in this weekend, right. And we did send an inquiry yesterday or earlier this week to try to understand whether or not that was done at the direction of Guam Rugby or whether it was a voluntary action by the athlete or the school.
Fernandez pointed out that not authorizing transgenders from participating in this sport would violate Title IX, which protects discrimination based on gender identification.
And as a recipient of federal funds, we are bound to comply with what is called Title IX protections against discrimination.
As of April 29th, at least 8 states had banned transgenders from participating in school sports, according to Reuters. GDOE and the Guam Education Board held a work session Wednesday to discuss the matter.
And we understand that there's more work to be done here, but it's a little bit difficult when we're dealing with an ongoing situation where there is a specific athlete already playing, and then to say you can't play, that's something that we think is going to be very risky for us to do, given the fact that we haven't really established guidelines that we feel comfortable with. In general, for not just rugby, but for all sports.
Over the summer, Fernandez said that GDOE plans to put guidance together for the leagues on the transgender participation and how to move forward into next school year. As we reported first, season high school rugby head coach Conrad Kerber called for a ban on transgender girls playing in the league after 3 members of his team were injured by a, quote, transgender player of Guam High, end quote.